Let me be real with you. You're not stuck. You're repeating patterns that are keeping you exactly where you are. The same habits, the same thinking, and the same decisions. And then you sit back and wonder why your business isn't growing and your life is falling apart. But here's the part most people think about but won't tell you to your face. It's not your situation. It's not the market. It's not the people, and it's definitely not a lack of opportunity. It's you. Yeah, you're the problem because you don't get different results by doing the same things that created your mess and expecting them to change. That's not how this works. Growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from being coachable, being a student first, and then doing it differently. You see, different habits are needed for where you're going. Different decisions must be made, and different standards must be put in place. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why most entrepreneurs stay stuck in their mess. And more importantly, what you need to change if you actually want to grow. But let me warn you before we even get started, I'm not giving motivation or hype in this one. I'm giving you real, honest truth that will change how your business moves for the better. Let's start with the truth most people avoid. You don't have a strategy problem. Your issue is discipline. And I know that's uncomfortable to hear because it's easier to look for new tactic than it is to fix your current habits. But discipline is what builds results. It's not new ideas. It's not inspiration. It's not more motivation. The answer is discipline. Because motivation is temporary and it wears off. It shows up when you feel good and it disappears when things get hard. And if your business runs on how you feel, your results will always be inconsistent. You don't build momentum by showing up once. You build momentum by showing up consistently every day, over and over again. On the days you feel like it, that's when it's easy. And you got to be there even more on the days that you don't. Now, let me ask you something. How many times have you started something and didn't finish it? I can almost imagine the look on your face right now after hearing that question. You see, that feeling you have right now, that tells you you don't have the right strategy in place. And the issue is poor discipline. The good news about this all is we can fix it. But until you fix it, nothing in your life or your business is going to change for the better. Because the people who win in business aren't always the smartest. They're just the most consistent. Now let's talk about why your business isn't growing. And this one is simple. Not enough people know you exist. You cannot grow a business in silence. You cannot scale something nobody sees. Visibility is not optional when it comes to this. It's required if you want to win. And here's where most people mess it all up. They either don't show up consistently or their message isn't clear. And truthfully, to be honest with you, you may need both of those, clarity and consistency. Clarity means people instantly understand what you do. Consistency means they see you often enough to trust you. So be honest with me and with yourself right now. If someone found your content today, would they immediately understand your value after reading the first 1 to 2 sentences? Or would they have to read further trying to figure out what it is that you do? You see, I've learned that your messaging has to be so simple that people can understand what it is you do and how you fix their problem in the first 1 to 2 sentences. And if not, if you can't do that, confusion kicks in. And once confusion kicks in, it kills conversions every single time. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is overthinking, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect moment even to launch it all. And while you're waiting, nothing happens for you. But someone with less experience than you, less knowledge and less preparation, is taking action and winning while you watch, whether you like it or not. Because in business, speed matters. Not reckless decisions, but decisive action. Opportunities don't wait for you to feel ready. That's not how this works. They reward people who are willing to move even when they don't have it all figured out yet. So ask yourself this: are you waiting to feel ready, or are you willing to move anyway? Let's talk about money for a minute, because this is where people get frustrated. They say, I should be making more. But income is not just about effort. It's about positioning. It's about, how are you seen in the marketplace? How are you perceived by others? Do people immediately understand your value, or are they confused when you speak about your business or they read what it is that you do? Because if they don't understand, then they won't pay for what you offer. You can have all the talent in the world, all the top skills, and more experience than everyone else in your space. But if your business and your message is unclear, your income will always reflect that. The market doesn't pay you for effort. It pays you for your perceived value. And that perception is shaped by your brand. It's shaped by your messaging, and it's shaped by your consistency with your content. When your positioning improves, your income will always follow. As your business grows, you stop being the worker and you become the leader. And leadership changes everything, because now your standards become the ceiling of your business. So what you tolerate becomes the culture in your business. If you allow inconsistency, you'll get inconsistency. If you allow low standards, get ready, but that's going to become the new norm in your business. You see, great leaders don't just set goals. They set standards and they enforce them consistently, because your standards become your results. Let me leave you with this. There will be seasons where nothing seems to work in your life or your business. You're showing up. You're putting in effort every day. You're doing everything you know to do, and still, nothing moves forward in a positive way. Those are the moments that will test you, because it's easy to stay committed when things are working. It's different when they're not. You see, that's where your faith comes in. Trusting that the work that you're doing isn't being wasted. Trusting that something is happening even when you can't see it yet. Because sometimes what feels like a delay is actually unrecognized preparation that you need before you enter the next level of your growth. Entrepreneurship will test you in unimaginable ways. Your discipline, your mindset, your patience, your faith even will all be challenged. But if you grow through those tough moments and difficult and challenging times, everything changes on the other side. So if you feel stuck right now, don't quit. Readjust, then refocus. Stay consistent on your course and keep moving forward. If you want real strategies, real lessons, and real growth, hit the follow and subscribe button, because this is where we talk about what entrepreneurship really looks like. Not just the highlight reel, but the real journey and price that successful entrepreneurs pay to win.